What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. So guys, yesterday we spent quite some time trying to find some sort of supportive level on XRP, as well as some of the other cryptocurrencies. Well, I spent the remainder of the day pretty much drawing this out, tracking and trying to find bottom supports and top resistances for most of the cryptocurrencies. And we've actually been able to find what reveals some pretty important trend lines that could lead us to the next buy-in or, short opportunity for cryptocurrency. As you guys can clearly see on XRP, there is an uptrend that was found, and we did find a top resistance level that has clearly been mapped out on this coin, where pretty much for the past couple of weeks now, we've been bouncing and pinballing off top resistance and bottom support for quite some time now. And as you guys can see, this could all be leading to what could be the bottom for XRP if these price levels hold, and that could ultimately swing us back to the upside here. Also on Ethereum, which is currently retesting its support, and we have Bitcoin, which is retesting another support, which we do have to draw out and show you guys in depth in a few minutes. Otherwise, guys, today's video has been brought to you by Rhythm, which is a really cool cryptocurrency project which bridges the gap between crypto and the music industry. This is the first time we've reviewed something like this here on the channel, which is quite interesting. So definitely stick around to the end of today's episode, where we're going to be going in depth about this really cool product. So guys, I have linked them down in the description below if you'd like to check them out earlier. Otherwise, definitely make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, and let's jump into today's episode. So guys, a quick refresh of the current coin market cap. You can see for the most part, markets are pretty much in a consolidation day. Really not seeing anything great across the board. Everything is just red, but you can see we're really not down by much. Overall market is only down by 2.24%. And most of the top 10 cryptocurrencies are down maybe 3.5% on average of just the top 10 right here. What's interesting is when I look at XRP, this is a pattern that honestly, we were so drawn in on like the 4-hour charts here. It was very hard to notice, but you guys remember we did have this much bigger fractal that was forming here, which had a lot more rising wedges that was forming that corrected us down and tended to break bullish. But I'm going to delete these, and I know this is crazy, but just hear me out. After deleting these, check out the pattern that's actually starting to reveal itself on the daily charts here, or even on the 4-hourly charts. You can clearly see that there is some sort of support that prices are holding very well, and some sort of top resistance that started here back in, I'd say, September 19th, and has literally been acting as an uptrend ever since. So jumping now to the daily, you can kind of see the pattern that's revealing itself here. Not only do we have what appears to be a very big symmetrical triangle and Elliott wave that we haven't forgotten about here on the channel, you'll notice the support that we're actually starting to form here. So not only are we intertwining with our uptrend right here, but we're also intertwining with the moving averages. And you can clearly see where top resistances have been clearly retested and where bottom support has clearly been retested as well. And this is allowing the price to bounce off bottom support, retest top resistance, and is slowly but surely sending us higher and higher as we are continuously creating higher low patterns and we are creating higher high prices, which is definitely a good sign. So honestly, there's a few things we have to map out. As I zoom in closer here, we're looking at things on the daily now. The fact that we are retesting supports here, this is a good sign that we are probably going to be bouncing off this support and heading higher. Obviously, there is this slight chance that we could be breaking through bottom support here, and this would ultimately allow us to correct all the way down to point C, which again is still a probability, but everything rides on how we react with this level right here, which honestly could reveal itself in the next day, if not today specifically. So there's a few things we have to consider. And the reason I think we're more so going to be bouncing to the upside here is because it's not just XRP that seems to be hitting a support level. Ethereum is bouncing off bottom support, and Bitcoin, which I haven't drawn out, is also retesting a support level, which I do want to talk about later on in today's video. But you can see right here, if things do play out well and we actually bounce and retest these supports on the daily charts, it should allow us to start to bring ourselves back up higher. And if this does hold, which it might, this should allow us to head to the upside here. So that's what we're pretty much riding on. So we have to wait and see if we can confirm closing above this resistance level right here, start to close a little bit higher. I'll probably buy in on a more conservative scale, waiting for the dailies to actually close us above this resistance, $1.13, because as you guys can see in the past, it has acted as a pretty much a big problem zone in the past for us. So what I'm looking for is honestly a clear confirmation closure above this top resistance, $1.13, to allow us to break higher, and vice versa. Once again, we could play this out on the 4-hour too, but you guys can see this moving average right here is also acting as a support. Not only do we have moving averages, we have an uptrend, we have our bottom support, the price floor. If this does decide to hold, we can basically expect to bounce off of it and head up, or if we close below here, this $1.05 support level, we're probably going to see a fairly long drawn out correction down to what could be 83 to about 88 cents on the coin here, which would be completing its A to B confirmation and then officially its B to C confirmation, which would lead to C to D and then D to E and then a prime breakout that we're all expecting at the end of this. But honestly, everything is kind of falling onto how exactly is XRP going to play out when it's retesting this bottom support here. Are we going to stay above here and allow ourselves to regain and reverse back to the upside here, or are we going to confirm breaking below here on our support level, break below in the daily, and expect to see correction, which immediately would pull us down to bottom support here? Last time we broke this support, you can clearly see we broke fairly bearish, had a double bottom, and then started to rally up. As long as we can keep the higher low movements intact, we should be able to continue this run to the upside. The other reasons that are confirming or making me believe more so that we're going to see a volume swing and start to see volume swing us to the upside here is the other cryptocurrencies are also hitting some sort of bottom. Now, Ethereum is just a little bit harder to work out right here because it did actually break through its higher low pattern. This is actually starting to reverse, and what could be starting to see a lower high pattern start to form as we start tumble to the downside here. But what I'm starting to see, which hopefully you guys are seeing as well, is that Ethereum did hit its support level right here. And you can see the last time we did that was when we pretty much created an all-time high. So this was an all-time high that we did create at this resistance back in May, early May, you can see right here. And now we're coming back down. We broke through it again, broke above all-time highs, and we're coming back to use it as a support. So if we can hold above this support level right here, we might be able to get the volume that's needed to reverse us back up to the upside here. That's the ideal goal. Obviously, we break through, we close the daily below this. We know we can short it down to our moving averages and with a target between $36.68 and maybe $3,300. And we have these clear support levels drawn out as well to gauge how low we could be dropping to. So honestly, I'm not in any positions just yet on XRP or Ethereum. Confirmation would be as if the daily closes us below here. I'm playing it real conservative. Then we would buy in and short, and vice versa. We bounce off. We close above top resistance, $1.13. We buy in and long. Obviously, we'd be doing so on Bityard, which has, of course, on the main area here, XRP to actually leverage trade, which is freaking awesome. So get ready, prepare yourselves, sign up. Just make sure you're ready, because not only that, they have a live account, but they have a demo account where you can practice, and they also have a way to earn free cryptocurrency by signing up and then clicking on Mystery Box tab and earning that free cryptocurrency in this tab right here. So definitely make sure to check it out. Links in the description down below. Now, specifically, if we do bounce off of here on Ethereum and close above here, there's a chance we could see a swing back to the upside. Unfortunately, the longer we start to close or trend on this support level, the bigger the chances of us breaking through here and swinging to the downside. Now, the other thing to consider before we wrap up today's video and talk about rhythm is the Bitcoin price chart right here. Bitcoin, as you guys can see, is hitting a support. I can draw it out for you guys really quickly. Just to draw this horizontal line right here, let's take the horizontal line. I want to draw it in a different color so you guys can clearly tell the difference here. So you can see how this is a prior support we're currently hitting, and this was confirmed by previously in October, end of October right here, and then we swing all the way back if it lets me. You can clearly see where this was acting as a massive, and I mean a monumental, massive resistance. Retest right here, resistance, resistance, and resistance again. So there's a clear support level right here that hopefully holds. You guys can see there was a clear head and shoulders formation that pretty much allowed us to correct lower. This was a reversal signal, and then you can clearly see the dump that happened immediately after that off this, head and shoulders formation. Who knows if that's what we're going to form right now? You can see this is the first shoulder, then we have a head. This could form another shoulder right here, which could honestly send us to the downside here, down to support on the red, uptrend, which you can clearly see I've drawn out right here, just giving you guys a potential possibility. But it seems like if we hold support as we're currently doing above this purple uptrend, which is definitely a good sign if you ask me, if we can close above here and start to reverse up, then we can buy in and leverage this to the upside here. Zooming in even closer to the hourly, you can see why things are starting to form much more aggressive with the consolidation that we're starting to see, because there is some sort of falling wedge pattern that is forming right now, and we're probably going to see this break out within the next couple of hours to pretty much lead us signals to which direction we're going to be moving to. If we break bullish outside this top resistance, we could see a swing to the upside here, or obviously if we break to the downside and close below, we're probably going to see a swing to the, to the downside here. And obviously we can track that using the mouth of the opening here. So if we do decide to break bullish, we could probably see us start to get back up to about 63K, which is good. And if we break bearish, expect to see the start of a reversal back down about $56,000. That's what we're looking at right here. But you can see this falling wedge pattern. That's usually a bullish sign. And I'll just pull it up really quick. Falling wedge patterns, you can see, are usually bullish. They usually break to the upside here. We start to correct inside, then we break bullish. Once again, falling wedges tend to break to the upside here. That's what we're looking for on Bitcoin. This falling wedge should bring us back to the upside here, which would be the ideal scenario, swinging us back inside our uptrend right here. So you can see right here, if we do confirm this breach, once again, to the upside, it should hopefully get us much closer, if not inside this uptrend support, and allow us to continue our pattern to the upside. But who knows what's going to happen? We'll see. Honestly, this is very, very, very short term on the hourly. So if you want to play it as a moderate to aggressive trade, this is one that has an opportunity. Otherwise, this would lead us to believe what's going to happen with Ethereum and XRP. If this confirms bullish and we break through the top resistance, expect to see a run on both Ethereum and XRP and the other cryptos. If it doesn't, then we can expect to see a big dump. But this is a really, really, really important level for Bitcoin and these cryptocurrencies to decide our future. So definitely stick around. Otherwise, guys, I do want to talk more about Rhythm with you. I want to give a huge shout out to Rhythm for sponsoring today's episode. As with all crypto projects, please do your own research and never invest anything you can't afford to lose. So guys, the music industry is a barely touched market in the crypto space due to difficulty of solving the initial problems of funding, paying the artists, and even getting artists to use the platform entirely. Now, with music streaming platforms spending less time on utility and innovation and more time on their user interface, it's time to finally bring innovation back to the music industry. At Rhythm, they aim to open the doors of DeFi to the music industry with an ecosystem which plans on slowly transitioning the music industry into a decentralized system that works end-to-end. Now, the current approach of decentralized music streaming is to build a CDFI app that allows artists to create NFTs of their music and albums, which is a great idea. However, this approach only contains NFT-hosted music and excludes 99.9% of the music industry with their music hosted on platforms such as YouTube, Spotify, and even Apple Music. Now, the DeFi space needs to offer something of value to the music industry before well-known artists start opening themselves towards joining the DeFi space, and that's where Rhythm comes in. Guys, Rhythm plans to revolutionize music monetization by creating a tokenized music ecosystem. They plan to build the next generation of music streaming tools for consumers and artists with a bridge between the music industry and cryptocurrency. They plan on paving the future of both the crypto and music industry with an ecosystem that boasts of a new and improved solution for paying artists and products that will innovate both industries. Now guys, Rhythm is a desktop music streaming platform powered by YouTube and was released in beta testing September 28th of 2021. And the Rhythm token, RHYTHM, will be integrated into Rhythm as the platform's currency, powering their premium service, NFT albums, singles, playlists, and pins, and will also offer wallet perks such as free premium to gold tier wallet holders. And you can also find more information about their token distribution in their white paper that I've listed in the description down below. Now guys, Rhythm is a CDFI desktop music streaming platform with over 100 million songs, music videos, and podcasts that are all built on top of a Chromium browser. Now their embedding tools allowed them to build a powerful yet simple to use interface that turns YouTube into a streaming platform that people will want to use. And Rhythm Music takes full advantage of the power of Rhythm Protocol at its core, and the Rhythm Protocol will power the wallet perks, NFT pins, NFT playlists, NFT albums, and all of their future projects. Now, they plan on eventually building a full DApp version of Rhythm and will take baby steps towards reaching that goal with their first step of releasing the CDFI version of Rhythm. Now, Rhythm DApp will give the community a voice in the development of Rhythm with community votes on new feature ideas, more use cases, new projects for Rhythm, and much more. Now, guys, they already have started their project partnership by partnering with multiple successful DeFi projects such as BabySwap, Watcher Guru, Volcania, and WSPP. And with rules on burning 50% of all partnered tokens received for their subscription service, they will also sell the remaining 50%. And the sold tokens will be invested into the artist partner program. Now, they also plan on implementing a multi-signature wallet, which will provide more security to the owner wallet. And on the topic of security, Rhythm has also been audited by TechRate, which is pretty cool. Now, currently, Rhythm locked 4 billion tokens on Unicrypt just after they created the presale, and these tokens are linear locked, which means every month 300 million tokens are unlocked. And they implemented this at their lock strategy, allowing them to have tokens at their disposal for exchange partnerships, rewards, and their fiat checkout system, and also to give investors peace of mind, knowing that they don't have 24/7 access to over 20% of the supply. So guys, there's a lot more information about Rhythm that, if you're interested, can be found down on their website and white paper, which I've listed down in the description below. Otherwise, guys, huge shout out to Rhythm for sponsoring today's episode. Definitely make sure to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.